What questions do you have? Yes, ma'am.
In your PLC, how do you, when your PE teacher is keeping those kids, isn't there supposed to be another group going to her?
No.
How's your schedule work?
I don't know how long everybody's day is. Ours is 7 hours and 15 minutes. Of course, coach has to have his conference period, his lunch period. But what we found is when we did 45 minutes, I don't have pre-K and PE. By the way, I don't include pre-K.
That's not good.
Yeah, so kinder through fifth, we found that when we really, if we wrote the schedule the right way, we had just enough time to do 3 25-minute periods. And what we did was we sandwiched those. So just hypothetically, I'll have kinder PE, and then a 25-minute PLC, and then first grade PE. Well, kinder and first grade rotate between that PLC time. So day A, the kinder teachers stay longer. On day B, they have their normal 45 minutes, and first grade goes early. And so they alternate. So I only have 3 PLCs a day. I do kinder, hypothetically, kinder second, fourth one day, first, third, fifth the next.
And you do it every day?
We do it every day. Yeah, we do it every day.
So it's like an extra plan.
It is, but that planning time is mine. So they have to come to the conference room. They come to the conference room. They meet there. We reorganize the campus because when you're a first year principal, you go in and you go, what in the world? So I've literally moved a lot of furniture around and just tried to reorganize the campus. So we now have a PLC room, and that PLC room, I've ordered 2 big, the whiteboards that have all the little cells, and we're going to put individual student data on those boards. And that room will be their room that when they have PLC, they come to that room. We look at TPRI or EMAT or DRA or STAR or benchmarks, whatever data that grade or team has. We're going to look at that data, see where the gaps are in curriculum, see where the gaps are with student groups, group kids, and work on that together. My reading coach will be involved in that. I know I'm a little bit spoiled. I also have a math coach starting next year. So, and you know what I did? I used my ARI and AMI teachers. I don't have ARI teachers anymore. I have a reading coach because I think I think fixing core instruction is more important than doing intervention all the time. And she can help with them designing small group intervention. But if she's fixing core instruction, those numbers should shrink. Instead of me having 100 kids to pull out, I should really have smaller groups of kids that need intervention because we're doing a better job in core instruction. So for me, it was just an emphasis of going, I don't need ARI anymore. And I started that, and then the district ironically came about 3 weeks after I told the 2 ARI teachers you're going back to the classroom and hired coaches. The district said, by the way, we want you to put your ARI teachers back in the classroom and hire coaches. And I went, oh, sweet, I already did that. So that's what we're doing to try to help. So they'll be involved in the PLCs also.
So when your teachers are pulling kids that say don't master, it's a small group. Mm-hmm. So they're pulling that small group. What do you have them plan or do for the kids who already got it if they're pulling that small group?
Enrichment. Enrichment, reinforcement. We have a lot of novels, and so I'm really working with the reading teachers on doing guided reading, leveled reading groups, and having kind of good book club kind of conversations, so that they can have groups of kids doing that while they're working with small groups independently. We've also really tried to push independent reading, and that's been we moved that needle a long way, but we still need to move it further. And really, Jason and Dagan were all about that, and have helped me with emphasizing the need for that at the school. Because when we teach kids to play piano, we eventually want to have a recital, right? Yes. When we teach them to play baseball, we don't want all the parents out there following them around on the field telling them, okay, get the ball. We want them to be able to do it independently. Well, so why would we teach reading if kids never get the opportunity to practice it independently? So, that's really been a big emphasis for us too. So anytime on our campus a kid doesn't have something to do, they should be reading. And I walk into classrooms. I try to walk into every classroom every day, but I'm a horrible sinner and I don't get to it every day. But that's something I try to do. So when I walk into a classroom and I see the kids that are sitting there, thumping each other, I just walk up to them and say, "Where's your book?" And so my kids at my campus know the principal expects me to have a book when he walks in. So now when I walk into classrooms, they'll, oh, where's my book? Where's my books?
And then my
Which is great.
if they're not doing math text, something.
Yeah.
Mathity.
Well, and y'all, it's those hard conversations too. I mean, I know they're uncomfortable, but sometimes you just got to have that conversation with the teacher and say, hey, I was in your room today, and what in the world? You know, I saw 12 kids not doing anything, and great, you were doing small group, but you got to have a plan. How can I help you with that? Because the next time I walk in, I can't see that. And so part of it's just we've had some real difficult conversation. I've said, that's not okay. So reading is an important one. With the lower grades, obviously centers is very effective. The other thing that we're working on for next year is writing. That independent writing is a must. Again, same reason. We teach kids writing skills and then don't ever have them write anything independently. It doesn't make sense. Yes?
Where are you pulling your assessments from? Do you have anything in particular, or is it teacher made, or?
This year I had Forde-Ferrier write them. I just, we needed to, I needed to focus on other things this year. So this year, for 2012-13, I just paid them to write those assessments for me. I said, hey, look, I need assessments at these periods. I think I contracted with them to do 3 assessments in each subject area: reading, writing, math, and science. And they did that. They did a great job, and then they helped us to do the data analysis on that. Next year we're going to try to work on doing that independently, especially because we'll have a release test, and they can see that and work kind of backwards from that. So we're going to start working on that, but I'll probably still contract with them to do at least one, so that I've got something that's a little bit more objective that the teachers didn't have their hands on. So that's where I got them.
How do you handle your intervention sessions? Is it full out? Do kids go to full out programs or small?
All of ours are in inclusion. The way we have our 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade organized is complicated. I have them in teams. And within the team, I have 3 teachers. One of the teachers does science for the whole team. One does math. One does reading and language arts. They have different grade levels within the team, though. So they'll have a 3rd, a 4th, and a 5th grade within the team. So over the course of 3 years, they loop with those kids. So when that kid walks in the door of your 3rd grade reading class, you're going to have to get them all the way through passing their 5th grade so they can go to 6th. So they work. What I found is they work differently because they have a more long-range perspective as teachers, and they're teaching all 3 subjects anyway, so they know very specifically what the kids have to accomplish. So that's how I have the upper grades organized. So they do intervention within their class, and and a lot of our teachers do tutoring. Though I don't necessarily agree with it, we pay them for tutoring. Like $18 an hour or something after school for tutoring. But we start that in August, and it ends. The teachers came to me after start and said, "Are we done with tutoring?" And I said, "Are we done with school?" And so they finished tutoring the last day of May. That was when I told them they could stop tutoring. I said, "Look, I'm paying you for it. It's not like you're volunteering your time. Tutor to the end." So we did a lot of tutoring from the very beginning of the school year.
So your teachers, you said they teach all subjects. Your math teacher doesn't just teach math.
The teacher, no. The math teacher does. She teaches math for 3rd, 4th, and 5th within the same day. We're departmentalized and looping. So you might start your day with a 4th grade class as a math teacher, and then have a 5th grade class as a math teacher, and then have a 3rd grade class as a math teacher. And so you work with a team of 3 teachers in that model.
How many kids does your load?
500. Yeah. 500, we're 99% Hispanic, and then I brought my kid, so he's the 1%. And then, I think we're I would say about 25% left, and above 80% Echo D. We're pre-K 3. Some of our kids are there for 8 years. Yeah, I just did promotion for 5th grade, and I had one of the kids that walked across the stage and said, "Sir, I've been here 8 years. I can't wait to go to junior high." All right, Bubba. End of the day, you're a junior high. So, 8 years.